We talk about ground force, being able to apply pressure to the ground prior to launch. And if you watch this video, you're going to see a couple things moving simultaneously. So we talk about that back knee. Once you apply your ground force, that back knee is going to drive, and it's also going to drive your hands. Okay? So when that lead elbow goes, hands go, back knee goes. So when we talk about dividing this up into halves, right? So let's take the lower half. So if we just look at the lower half, if we're applying our ground force, which is right here, and I'll clear these lines, applying our ground force to our back side, that's the amount of pressure we're putting straight down before we launch the barrel. Okay? We're in a good posture. We have a good foundation. Look at that back knee is driving. And again, when I say driving, we're talking about driving, the hips are staying closed, okay? So as hips are staying closed, now as we're driving down, you can see that knee driving down. Now all of a sudden, when you launch the barrel, that lead leg is going to be firm. So now everything we do on the lower half, right, we're into our legs. So if we look, let me clear these a second. If we look, we're into our legs. And we talked about the lower half, right? So just focusing on the lower half, right? We get into our legs right away when we launch the barrel, okay? Now, what's really good about this too is that the front side is going to be firm. So before we get to our connection point, as we're applying our ground force and driving that knee, we're going to be firm. So all of our pressure is driving into that front side, okay? We're not taking our body, we're not leaking to past that front side. So as we get to our connection points, now you can see your head is back. You're in a great foundation posture here where we're pushing against that front side, okay? We're not going past that. We get to our connection point and we drive through. And really, our bottom half was our foundation. We talk about having that strong foundation to really, really support everything that happens on the top half. Our bottom half really has to support everything that happens when we launch, okay? So